Welcome to the new ShowMeVax system training for pharmacy users. You will be receiving, or if you have not already received, an email with your username and temporary password and the URL to be able to access the new ShowMeVax system. Using that username and temporary password, you will log into the new system. You will set up your security questions and change your password, and then you'll be ready to use the system. If at any point in time you forget your password, you would then click on the Forgot Password link, answer your security questions, change your password, and then you'd be able to continue on. New users will click on the Request User Account, fill out the appropriate fields, required fields, and have that submitted. It will take 10 to 14 business days, where the new user will then receive an email with their username and temporary password to access the new ShowMeVax system. So to log in, put in your username, which will always be all caps, and your password will be case sensitive. And click on the login, and you'll be directed to our home screen. Once you get to the home screen, you just want to verify that your facility location is correct. If you float to multiple different pharmacy locations, you want to make sure that those pharmacies are listed under the clinics. And if they are not, please contact the help desk so we can get those additional facilities added to your account profile. You will also see the login history for you as a user, whether it was successful, your account was locked, invalid, or just an unsuccessful login. In addition, there'll also be the news section. Anytime that we need to relay information to our ShowMeVax users, we will post a message here or anything maybe new immunization related. That information will also be put in this area as well. Over here to the left is what we call our navigation menu. It's a little smaller than our current system. However, by clicking on each plus under the certain titles, we'll expand those menus and give you access to the different functions of the particular system. Over here next to your name is a drop-down arrow. You want to click on the drop-down arrow. You want to go to the user defaults. You want to make sure the first two boxes are checked marked. Also under history, immunization history screen preferences, you want to make sure that instead of type of boxes, instead of date boxes, you have check boxes with a minimum of 6. This will help aid in data entry of historical information, make it go along a little bit quicker. Demographic defaults, you can also set these for a certain city or county or even the state and zip code. They are changeable. It just, once again, is just a quick aid for data entry of this information. Administered by defaults and prescribed by defaults. In order for a person to be listed under here for your facility, they also must have an account with ShowMeVax. HL7 defaults is not applicable for you, and the notifications for email as well are not applicable to you. Once you have completed your updates, then go ahead and click Update to save your work. Now, pharmacy users will be entering immunizations using the IZ Quick Add screen. So to do that, they will go over here by the IZ Quick Add, click on the plus. They need to search for a client first, so we're going to click on Search. We're going to enter a name. I'm going to use Frankie Duck. If you don't know how to spell a name, if it's unusual or you don't know how to pronounce it, we recommend that you use the first 3 letters of the last name, the first 3 letters of the first name, the gender, and the date of birth. That way it narrows it down by date of birth and gender, but also it's broad enough that hopefully that would capture the different variances and spelling on some of these names. When you've completed, you can search. It's going to bring you to your search results. If your client is not listed here, then you can click on New Patient and fill out the required fields designated by a red asterisk. And then that would be registered in the system as a new client. There are several ways that you can get to your clients. You could either double click on the row, and as you can see, as you hover over their name, to the right, you get a patient preview of a little bit more information on that person. The other way, you could either go over here to the drop down arrow and you can click on demographics if you need to update their address or phone number or some other information, or you can click on immunizations to be taken to their immunization screen. Now on their immunization screen, this is going to be their immunization record. Anything that has a little notepad, that means that patient has notes. So if you click on that, it will take you to the patient note section and you can read all their designated notes specific to that client. In addition, anything that has a flag, that means they have exemptions. By clicking the flag, you will be taken to their exemptions. And in addition, the red plus, these are precautions or contraindications that they may have. And at any time, you can add new ones if they present, same with the exemptions or notes. So I'm going to go back over here and click on immunizations. Oops. Logged me out. Bear with me while I get back logged in. Okay, so back to the IZ quick add. I'm going to search for my client. And since I previously searched for this client, I'm going to click on previous search. Save me some keystrokes. Click search. So then I'm going to go over to his drop down. I'm going to click on immunizations. Back to his immunization record. Recommended immunizations for today. So if they're due any immunizations as of the day when they come in, the current date, then those immunizations will be listed here. Anything with a blue H means that it's a historical vaccine where it was given at a different location. Also, exclamation means it was an invalid dose because they were not age appropriate or the interval was either too soon or too short. So to add historical immunizations, we're going to click on Add History. You could either do all vaccines or if it's a child 7 or older, you can click on child vaccines, so only list those particular vaccines. You would just enter the dates across the top here, and then you would just do a check mark in the box to the specific vaccines that were given on that day. Once you have completed that data entry, you can just click on Create. And then it would add it to their field. And then as historical, it would have a blue H. For those immunizations given at your pharmacy location, then you would click on Add Administered. For the vaccination date, anytime you double click, it will add the current date. Otherwise, you can either manually enter it or you can use the calendar next to it as well. So you can choose your vaccine here that was given. And then if you hit on the tab button, it will take you, it will update the manufacturer field. Enter the lot number for the vaccine, do the body site as well. And then by clicking on the details, you can enter more information, who it was administered by, who it was prescribed by. Funding source, you would not have to worry about it. That's specific to vaccines for children providers. You can enter the expiration of that vaccine, the NDC number, the dosage, and the route as well. Once all that information has been captured, click Save Changes, and then click Create. And then that would add that particular, or if you had several, and I'm going to get a warning here. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And go ahead and hit Create. It will give you an option to not create it if you realize that you selected the wrong one. And that is how pharmacy users will enter their administered and historical shots into the new ShowMeVax systems. Once again, this is the new ShowMeVax system. Feel free, if you got any questions, to either contact the help desk at 800-219-3224, or you can email ShowMeVax support, all one word, at health.mo.gov. Thank you.